Welcome to the Grateful Living Podcast. I'm your host, Talisha Meyer. I'm a published author, writer, holistic massage practitioner, empath, intuitive, and light worker. Join us for this week's episode. Hi, beautiful souls. Welcome back to another episode. I know so many of us feel, especially towards the end of the year, that heavy, uncomfortable feeling of being behind in life. Maybe everyone around you seems to be getting married, buying homes, having babies, growing businesses, ticking all of the boxes, and you're just doing your best to keep your head above water. Believe me, I've been there, I get it. I want this episode to feel like a breath out, a reminder that nothing about your journey is accidental, and that feeling behind is actually a sign of something deeper. Not that you've failed, but that your nervous system, your inner child, your survival patterns are trying to protect you. Let's start here. Feeling behind is not created from facts, it's created from dysregulation. When your nervous system is stuck in survival mode, so that's fight, flight, freeze, or fawn, your brain becomes hypervigilant. You start scanning for danger, and comparison is one of the ways your brain tries to protect you. They're ahead, you're behind, hurry, fix it, catch up. That voice isn't your truth, it's your body trying to keep you safe. When your baseline state is survival, rest looks like laziness, slowness looks like failure, and your timeline will always feel wrong because you're in a state that tells you you're in danger even when you're not. So if you've been feeling behind recently, ask yourself, is this actually true, or is my body tired? Because a tired body will always tell the story of failure. I learned this the hard way throughout my 20s, especially when I was caregiving so young, studying, grieving, trying to be the strong one. My nervous system never had a baseline. I wasn't behind, I was exhausted, and there was a difference. So now let's talk about where this pressure comes from. The version of you who feels behind is usually a younger part of you. Maybe you grew up having to be the responsible one. Maybe you were compared to siblings. Maybe you were praised only when you achieved. Or maybe you had chaos early in life and stability became the dream. When that younger version of you didn't get to feel safe, supported, or celebrated, she grows into an adult who feels like everything is urgent. The inner child says, I need to catch up so I can finally be enough. I need to achieve so I won't be abandoned. I need to get everything right so I won't be blamed. I need to be ahead so I can finally relax. This is why no achievement ever feels like it's enough, because the wound isn't about timelines, it's actually about safety. When you heal the wound, the timeline stops feeling scary. So I want you to hear this. Feeling behind doesn't mean that you are behind. It means that you're in a season of expansion. It means that life you're stepping into requires rest, recalibration, and building your baseline. It means your old identity is shedding and you're in the discomfort of the in-between. And most of all, feeling behind means you're becoming someone who wants more for herself. It means you're awake, aware, and ready for the next version of your life. You wouldn't feel behind if you didn't secretly know you're meant for more. The pressure that you feel isn't punishment, it's purpose. So, how to ground yourself when you feel behind? Here are some practical steps. Firstly, you want to regulate before you reflect. When you're dysregulated, your thoughts are not trustworthy. Do one thing to ground yourself. Maybe that's putting your legs up against the wall, or self-holding hug, or tapping on the karate chop, a slow walk, a warm shower, then reflect. The second thing is you need to ask, whose timeline am I following? Is this pressure that you're feeling, is it coming from you? Is it coming from your parents, culture, your 16-year-old inner child, society, someone online? Most of the time, the timelines we're chasing aren't actually ours. 3, celebrate detours. This is so underrated. Every time I look back at my life, the thing that's helped me the most were never the things that made sense at the time. The detours became the depth. Number 4,
Rewrite the narrative. Instead of saying I'm behind or thinking I'm behind, try asking, what season am I in? What is this season trying to teach me? You might be in a season of healing, rebuilding, resting, preparing, learning. Not every season is meant to look productive. And number 5, remember, slowness is not failure. You don't have to rush. Life doesn't close the door on you. What's meant for you doesn't vanish if you're a year late. So I'm going to leave you with this. There is no timeline for healing. There is no timeline for love, purpose, or becoming who you're meant to be. Every experience, even the painful ones, have carved you into someone deeper, wiser, softer, stronger. You're not behind. You're right on time for the life you're meant to live. And I hope today gives you permission to slow down, breathe, and trust yourself again. Thank you for listening to the Grateful Living podcast. If this episode spoke to you, please share it with someone who needs it. And if you're craving support for your nervous system or your healing journey, my sessions and bundles are open. Everything is linked on my Instagram, so head on over to there. I'll see you in the next episode.
Thank you for listening to today's episode. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram at _the_grateful_living.